Hey guys, this is take 2 of a video I was trying to do before. Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about the worst type of thing to be in the world. And I'm not talking about politics, I'm not talking about sexual orientation, I'm just talking about the worst thing to be in the world is lonely, alone, feeling empty inside, just feeling like a social outcast. And believe me, you did not, if you're watching this and you feel like me, you did not make yourself a social outcast. Society made you a social outcast. Society made you feel as though the things that make who you are, the hobbies that make who you are, society, especially men and women who think that they're all brawny and rebels and all that, well, they use that societal norms to hurt you, not on a physical level, but on a mental level, as their own personal gain. That's exactly what it is. And it's not your fault, it's their fault. We shouldn't let their egotistical lifestyles get in the way of our confidence in society. We're trying to fit in society. Now, when it comes to loneliness, loneliness comes in 3 stages. This is a common truth. First stage, of course, is its own title stage, loneliness. Now, loneliness is the stage where you feel lonely about something, but you don't feel completely alone or completely depressed, but you feel lonely on something. You visit a friend, you hang out with a friend, it goes away. Then, after a while, loneliness goes to stage 2, which is alone. You feel alone at that point. You feel you have a close friend that you see every now and then, but visiting them really doesn't make you happy. You live with family, even though that really does make you happy. The loneliness, alone feeling, it sadly still doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy is the hobbies that you possess. But after a while, even your hobbies don't make you happy. Then finally comes stage 3, which is depression. This is like the fatality stage, the final stage. Now, does every person who feels alone or lonely commit suicide? No. But there are very few numbers and very few people who actually do commit suicide over feeling alone and loneliness. And that's when depression kicks in. And if you're at the depression stage, I would suggest finding a psychiatrist or someone, or talk to a family member or friend to talk you out of committing suicide. Life is worth living. This is true. And committing suicide as an easy way out, no. Doesn't make anything easier on your loved ones or friends. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about what to have in a life where you feel alone, lonely, or depressed. First and foremost, you want to have your favorite passionate hobbies. For example, mine are music, movies, politics. That's pretty much it. Those 3 things I possess that really make me happy. Oh, and making YouTube videos. The reason why these 4 things make me happy is because, 1, it keeps me busy. I'm doing something. I'm getting my voice out. The other thing is, through music, I can express my feelings and my emotions. Through movies, I can watch a movie, I can watch a comedy, I can watch a drama, and be taken out of my reality for however long the movie is, and it's just incredible. In politics, it gives me something to talk about. Literally. It gives me something to talk about, gives me something to make a valid argument, make a valid point about, and gives me something to do. First on the list, your favorite passionate hobbies, write that down. The second thing on the list is, you want to have a job that is within your favorite passionate hobbies, whatever they are. If you're a fisherman, you want to make sure that you work at some seasonal fishing lodge, or if you're a movie watcher like I am, who can watch movies for hours, we want to make sure we can find jobs at movie theaters. If you're a music person, but exactly your music isn't that great yet, maybe you want to be an equipment manager for your favorite garage band that your friends in, and maybe your career in music may not go anywhere, but maybe their career in music will go somewhere, and you'll be on the journey with them and seeing them becoming big, and you're very well a part of it, because as long as that person in the band is your friend, they'll consider you a part of the band, even though you may not physically play in the band. Okay, number 2, a job that fits your favorite passionate hobbies. 3, relationships. Okay, I know what you're gonna ask. What do you mean by relationships? Do you mean dating? Do you mean friendship? Yes, I mean both. When you date, you're not exactly out of the loneliness alone stages you really are in. You could be in a relationship for 2 years with a great woman, but still feel incredibly alone, even with her. And it's not because of her. It's not because of you. It's because your brain and your chemistry in your brain is so used to having the feelings of being alone that you can't help it. Your brain just can't help feeling that way. Same thing goes with women and with guys. You could be in a relationship with a great guy for maybe 2-3 years, same as the other example, and still feel alone. So 3, relationships. Number 4, family. Of course, I don't need to elaborate on that. Number 5. Now, the 5th thing that you need to have in life, in order to kind of have the alone, lonely feeling not even bother you throughout the day, is, believe it or not, but an unfavorite hobby that you really necessarily don't do every day, but you do it every now and then. It's not your favorite, it's your unfavorite. You really don't mind it, but it's not your favorite. You want to have an unfavorite hobby. This doesn't tie in with number 1. This ties in with number 5, is something by itself. An unfavorite hobby could be reading. That's an unfavorite hobby of mine. I'll read a book every now and then if I really feel like it. Even books of mine that I'm deep into reading, like every now and then I just won't have the urge to read it, and then every now and then I'll have the urge to read it again. So you want to have 2 types of hobbies: your favorite passionate hobbies and your unfavorable hobbies, but they're still hobbies. Those are the first 5 things I could think of. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, because it gave me a chance to talk about how I'm not the only one who feels this way. If there's anyone out there like me, share this video. Make sure our voice is heard. Because society tends to deem us for being social outcasts when they decide to literally play with our hearts as a gain, as a personal gain, just to prove a point to their other narcissistic friends.